It's Thursday, the 4th of March, and here's your construction and demolition flash briefing. Doosan is excited about Hillhead Digital. Green Remediation has got the green light in Manchester. Ritchie Bros is to host a pair of industry online panels, and the industry has reacted largely positively to the 2021 spring budget from Rishi Sunak. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony, and forgive me if I look even more tired than usual. We broadcast not one, not two, but three live shows yesterday, and I've already filmed another one this morning. In actual fact, it's the pilot of a new series that we're going to be producing in the very near future, so keep watching for that. Apologies again for being an hour later than usual. But we were filming a lady in South Africa, not physically, but online, and that was the way the timing worked out. But more of that soon. Before we begin the show proper, a very happy birthday to British-born actress and Demolition fan Patsy Kensit. Not many people know this, but I used to actually play with Patsy when I was a child growing up in South London. She clearly didn't spot my potential, and she went on to marry some bloke called Liam Gallagher, who apparently was in a band. Who knows? Her loss, I guess. Let's take a closer look at those news headlines. Now, with the dark spectre still hanging over, the dark spectre of COVID still hanging over live events, an online version of the Hillhead show is scheduled to take place at the end of this month. And among those seizing the Hillhead Digital initiative is equipment manufacturer Doosan. As well as lifting the lid on a new wheel loader, a new excavator, and a new ADT, the company will be showing it off its Xited Cloud quarrying and mining and construction solution. Xited Cloud is the first step towards commercialization of Concept X, the company's integrated unmanned and automated control solution that was first demonstrated to the world back in 2019. With Xited Cloud, a customer can manage multiple tasks such as surveys, terrain analysis, machine purchases, equipment operation, and construction management on a single platform. Xited Cloud also allows customers to manage multiple projects on a single platform, accumulating and managing data that can be utilized for future decision-making and business. Hillhead Digital takes place on the 30th and 31st of March. You can search Google for Hillhead Digital. Failing that, when this show is over and I've actually got time to breathe, I will add details of where you can find out more to the show notes. Now, word reaches us from the team at Builders Conference that a £35 million new build project in Manchester has just been given the green light. The project involves the erection of a pair of 11-storey mixed-use buildings close to the Victoria and Albert Marriott Hotel and very close to the old Granada TV studios. We can't yet confirm who will do the construction work, but we're led to believe that a local company called Green Remediation has won the demolition portion of the work. So congratulations to those guys. Global auction house Ritchie Bros has announced that it's going to host a pair of free online discussion panels for the construction and transportation industries, covering macro trends like last mile transport and residential real estate, supply and demand metrics, potential impacts of the new US administration, and a whole lot more. One thing that people seem to overlook with Ritchie Bros is they have at their disposal a huge, and I do mean a huge amount of data on the buying and selling of equipment. So that's going to be worth tuning into. It will be American timed, so Pacific time. I will post details of the link to that once this show is over. And finally, the nation, and more specifically the construction industry, I think, can heave a huge sigh of relief following a remarkably positive and upbeat spring budget speech from Chancellor Rishi Sunak yesterday. If you were around yesterday afternoon, you'll know that myself and my co-host Peter Haddock hosted a 1-hour budget special live show that involved leaders from across the construction sector. I will add a link to that show in the description below. The description below is going to be quite long today because I'm running late. Given all that the nation's been through in the past year and the fact that the government has invested billions in COVID relief, there were some, and I would include myself in that number, that were braced for a hike in taxes and other measures to replenish the government coffers. Didn't come. The news, I think, was almost entirely positive, and I think our show yesterday afternoon largely reflected that. And I also think that's just reward for a sector that has worked tirelessly through the lockdown and continues to do so as it leads the nation back to normality. That just about rounds up the show proper. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you again 10 a.m. sharp, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow. Thanks for watching. All the best.